Hello, my name is Michaela and I am an amateur photographer and videographer. I just kind of do it for fun, but I wanted to share who are some of the top 10 YouTubers I watched when I got started. There's so many people, like there's a lot of amazing people on YouTube to watch. So here's 10 people that I found very helpful when I was learning the basics. And this isn't an all-encompassing list, there's a lot of amazing people out there, so depends on what type of photography you want to go into. I mostly like doing portrait work. I like some landscape too, so a lot of these will be kind of like portrait people, but any of the basics you can get from most photographer YouTubers. And so here are the top 10 from when I was starting out. Alright, so first up we have old Peter McKinnon and the Dope Squad videos. I put it in air quotes because that's what they call themselves, but I'm sure a lot of people go by Dope Squad. But anyway, Peter McKinnon and his whole crew, they've made a lot of amazing tutorials, especially towards like the 2017 to 2019 to 2020 era. There's a lot, like everything you could possibly need to know, they've probably made a video on it, honestly. So like you can just go down that rabbit hole for like hours. And I say old Peter McKinnon because his current stuff, he's focusing on some tutorials. Same with a lot of other people in that like group. It's like him, Maddie Hapoya, Chris Howe, Lizzie Peirce, like that entire crew. Once you find one video, the algorithm will send you down the rabbit hole of them. But he has a lot of like literally anything you want. He has portrait, product, landscape. He has amazing landscape photos. Anything you want, he has some sort of video on it. So yeah, Peter McKinnon, great person to start with. He is very high energy. Every single video will be like, what's up everybody, it's Peter McKinnon. So it'll be like that. Very high energy, so if like high energy videos are draining to you, here are some other options coming up. But yeah, he's super great and awesome. Super talented dude. So yeah, that is person one. Okay, person number two is kind of in relation to Peter McKinnon. I definitely found her through his whole like squad videos, and I think she's part of the Dope Squad. But I think she kind of deserves her own spot because she was the first female photographer I kind of stumbled into, and I really like her videos a lot. And like some of like the best tips I've gotten have been through Lizzie Peirce's videos. So number two is Lizzie Peirce. She has amazing creative tips, great technical advice, just like she's like who kind of helped elevate my photography. Like Peter McKinnon and like a lot of the other tutorials I watched helped me get the basics, but she helped me really elevate to like understand creative direction. And I just like that she's like, her and her husband are both very like funny. Like they do little skits in their videos and like they are just very creative with how they do it. So yeah, she has great creative tips, great technical tips, and just all around like great advice. And she kind of speaks on being like a woman in the industry, which you don't obviously get from a man's perspective. So it's cool. She was one of the top female YouTubers I've run across so far. I'm hoping to find more because it is a male dominated industry and I love to see the ladies out there. So Lizzie Peirce, number two. Okay, so number three is Vuhlandes. I think he is a creative genius in my opinion. His stuff is so beautiful. And he's a really good documentary style photographer. He does a lot of film and digital, and he just has a like the most unique, beautiful look. And like from his videos I got a lot of like, you get to see his thought process and see his creative process and like his vision. He talks you through what he's doing as he's doing it, and it's just really cool to watch him like create his art, and his images are stunning, like absolutely beautiful. And he has podcasts. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone I'm gonna mention has a podcast, but he has a very like nice voice to just listen to as well. So he is super chill vibes, like highly recommend Vuhlandes as well. Alright, so number four is going to be Mango Street. I love Mango Street. I think they're so cool. They're also very mellow and chill, like Vuhlandes, in a different way, but they're also like on the calmer end of the spectrum. Like if we got Peter McKinnon as like the hyper golden retriever puppy, we have them down here as like the calm, cool, like dog you see sitting at like a poker table on a poster type of person. Just very like chill, creative, very creative, like artsy, alternate, like indie like stuff. They do a lot of conceptual, like creative stuff that I love, and I find it very inspiring. And they give a lot of unique tutorials as well. Like similar to Lizzie Peirce, it kind of helps me elevate my photography. So yeah, they're also super cool. So love me some Mango Street. Definitely check them out, and they are very cool. So that is number 4, Mango Street. For 5, we have Jessica Kobeissi. She gives really good practical tips. She works with models a lot, so she's great for portrait work. Another female YouTuber, which again, gotta shout out the ladies. She is one I found like a little bit later, but she gives great tips for like posing models, and like she has a really great beginner video, like with really great practical tips for beginners and a bunch of other tutorials similar to that. So she has really great practical advice and stuff with model work. Okay, at number 6, we have Pat K, and he's one of my favorite YouTubers currently cranking out like tutorial after tutorial. Like he is cranking them things out, and they're all fantastic. Like I've learned a lot from his tutorials, and he's still putting them out. Like it's like some of the most up-to-date tutorials you'll see, because a lot of when I watched and that I'm mentioning, I watched in like 2020, because that's when I first got my camera. And so a lot of them were like around 2020 and like prior, but he's been putting out like constant stuff, and he also takes beautiful images and he does it all. He has really great editing advice as well, so Pat K is definitely like the tutorial guy to go to right now. Like I love all this stuff, and he has master classes and stuff too, but he has a lot of that stuff like for free on YouTube, so you can get a lot of your basics down. Then if you want to go further, you can go to like his actual classes and stuff and dive in real deep. He's got a lot of options, so Pat K, he's a good one. So that's number 6. For number 7, we have Julia Trotti. I hope I'm saying her last name right. Hopefully so. I tried to find like a video of her saying it, but I couldn't find it. So we'll just call her Julia T for the rest of this video. And I'll obviously spell it and link below. But she makes a lot of great relatable and realistic videos as well. She does great portrait model work, and she updates her tutorials. Like I just saw when I was researching this video, she had updated a video I watched when I first started out. She made a more current like take. So that's pretty cool. She's still updating her content in that way. And she has a lot of great, again, realistic and relatable advice. And she does great like lighting tips, lens tips, all of the things. So she's again another great female photographer. She is great and worth checking out. So that's Julia T at number 7. Okay, so for number 8, we got Potato Jet. And why I love Potato Jet's videos, he's just such a funny guy. Like, I mean, it's in the name, Potato Jet. Like, what a great name. So he has really fun tutorials. He also gives great advice, great technical advice. I just saw he has a new video about like what cameras to get in 2023. So again, putting out like modern content, and he's just super entertaining. So he has a lot of great content across the board, like pretty much everyone else on this list. He has a lot of great video tips as well. So definitely check out Potato Jet, and you'll be quite entertained as you learn a lot about photography. So Potato Jet at number 8. So for number 9, I was actually torn between 2 different dudes who, in my opinion, are kind of similar. I mean, they're pretty different, but the 2 are Roman Fox and Evan Ranft. I'm gonna focus on Evan Ranft, but definitely check out Roman Fox as well. But Evan Ranft, I chose him because he's from the ATL, got a rep. He's Georgia based and does a lot of stuff in Atlanta and like in local metro cities and like, you know, the rest of Georgia. I thought that's pretty cool because like I can recognize some of the spots he's shooting in. And he does a lot of great street and product specifically, and that's like not something as many of the other photographers focus on. So it was pretty cool to see his like takes and like advice on stuff. The only like qualm I have with his videos is like I'm just jealous sometimes that like he can go do like street photography things that I like can't. Like there's this one spot he was like walking around Atlanta, and I was like, a woman just could never do that by herself. So yeah, great guy, great videos. So he has a lot of great content, and yeah, it's cool. Number 9, got a tie for Roman Fox and Evan Ranft, but we're gonna shout out Evan Ranft. Okay, and last but not least, at number 10, we have KingJvpes. He is super chill, super mellow, love his vibe. I got into him when I was getting into film photography, and he is like one of the best film photographer like tips wise to watch, and also like photo wise too. But he has a lot of great advice for if you're getting into film or street photography. Yeah, he has a lot of great general tips and stuff as well. So KingJvpes, again, another like really calm, mellow tutorial guy who has just great advice, and it feels like you're talking to a friend when you watch his videos. So yeah, definitely recommend checking him out. So that concludes the last person on our list of 10, with some bonus friends along the way. Speaking of bonus, I have one more surprise person who I didn't get into until very recently, because I started watching or like doing camera stuff around like 2020. And this individual, she took a break around 2020. So as one does, again, she took a break. And so I kind of missed out on her content until it recently popped back up on my feed. And I was like, interesting. And she's making a comeback. So definitely worth checking out is Lynsey Weatherspoon. I haven't deep dove her content quite yet, but from what I've seen, she's amazing. She does commercial and portrait work, and the photos themselves are beautiful. So definitely she's worth subscribing to and like watching her jump on the YouTube train. She just posted a video very recently saying she's coming back. Even if she wasn't, her old stuff is worth watching from what I've seen. So that is a list of 10 people I relied on, 10 people and some bonus little friends of people I have really watched to learn a lot about photography and have helped to elevate me to be a little bit better than an amateur looking like actual art. Photography, these people helped me get there, along with a lot of the other people that I'm sure the algorithm will push you once you start going down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of incredible people to learn from on YouTube. So hopefully these people will help you get started with the overwhelm of amount of information. And yeah, let me know if you have any people who are your favorites that I didn't mention. Drop them in the links or in the comments below. If you have any people I didn't mention that you like and think I or someone else should check out that's learning about photography, drop them in the comments below. Yeah, that would be cool. And I will link everyone I discussed along with some videos that I liked that helped me out when I was a beginner. I'll link that all in either the comments or the description box below, so that will all be there. Oh my gosh, the cat came to say hello. Come here, kitty. The kitty came to say hello. She says like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't, she'll scratch you. Just kidding. She won't do that. But yes, thank you for watching, and yeah, thanks for coming along. Good luck on your photography journey, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye. Kitty. She says subscribe.